The outdoor meet like a week and a half ago at U of A, and we're kind of starting the season over. I'm kind of starting my base training again to kind of get some strength that I didn't have before indoor season. So kind of just starting the season over, starting from scratch, and kind of going from there.
Have the football coaches been pretty supportive of that mission?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I talked to him last year when I was hurt. I was like, hey, I want to do this. You know, this is something I'm really passionate about and what I want to do. So I feel like they're really supportive. You know, just with letting me have the flexibility of making my schedule. You know, what I need to make it in order to be successful on the track.
So Devon, after indoors, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're feeling okay right now.
Yeah.
Physically. Lubick was also saying though, even though you're so fast on the track, still kind of a little bit slow getting back into spring ball. All the receivers.
Yeah, I mean, with anything, we've kind of just been lifting heavy and running, but football is a little bit different, you know, even from track. So I feel like those guys, even today I was watching, those guys are running really well. They're starting to get it. All the young guys, Dylan Mitchell, you know, Kirk, and those guys are starting to click. So it's a good thing.
What is it like seeing Matt Lubick as your offensive coordinator? You guys have him for the Alamo Bowl, but really kind of having him.
Yeah, he's kind of been the same role. You know, he was like the passing coordinator with Coach Frost. So I feel like he's kind of doing the same things. He has a little bit bigger shoes to fill, you know, with calling the actual plays. So he's a little bit more busy during practice, so he can't really watch us. So that's where, you know, I come in and Matt Neuer come in and kind of coach up the receivers during spring ball.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, but what are your first impressions of Dakota?
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's a great athlete. I saw him running around today, and I was really impressed. See if we can get him out there on the track. See if there's another year eligibility.
Talking with Arion, he said when he first saw Vernon Adams on the field, it was like, whoa, this is Vernon.
Yeah.
He said with Dakota, he hasn't really seen that yet. He still does seem like he'll be a good fit for this program.
Yeah, Vernon was such a dynamic playmaker that it's kind of hard not to be wowed by him. So Dakota's kind of starting to fit in. You know, he's getting the offense. He's getting more confident. So I think as time goes, he gets more confident. He'll be a lot better.
Darren Carrington said that Travis Johnson's been really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
What have you've seen out of him and his growth?
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen him run for a while because he has had that toe injury. Yeah. So coming off of that, you know, he looks like a great athlete. He's running around really well. So, and all those guys still throwing the ball, Terry and Taylor and Lockie are all throwing the ball well. So I think, you know, the competition is probably going to be the tightest it's been here in the last 4 or 5 years. So I think that'll be good and kind of bring the best out of everybody. Yeah.
Is he one of the goofiest guys on the team, Travis?
Yeah, I'd say so. I say Arion definitely has a cake on that. He's real goofy, but Travis is one of those guys that is trying for the last, but he's not that funny. So yeah.